What up, though? So today, I was just sitting here. I'm watching stuff on YouTube like I do every day, and I just been wanting to make this video. I made one similar, but this is like a better version of it, so to speak. So I just want to talk about the things that are ruining video games, like the gaming space. Period. Not Call of Duty, not Madden, not one particular game, but all of it. Like the main thing that's killing it to me is the fact that so many of these games are greedy. Like y'all already getting money off the base sale of the game. But the problem now is y'all starting to be too money hungry with these microtransactions, these battle passes, these live services, these consistent things that get the player to keep spending money or waste a lot of time on the game to find that type of currency or whatever. You know what I mean? Like level up to a certain point, then you can use these other things. But the fast way to do it is to just buy it. Stuff like that is what's killing gaming. And then you got games like Remnant 2, Helldivers 2. Trying to think of something else that was like nice. But just in general, those two games right there, they aren't really big name titles. They aren't coming from a studio that's like super elite, like EA, like Activision or whatever. Like they're not on that level yet. Their games are clearly lapping games like Madden, games like Call of Duty, games like Kill the Justice League, stuff like that. Like these types of games that come out are not meant for you to have an enjoyable experience. They're not meant for you to be like, yo, I love this game. Like I can keep playing this game. No, because at a certain point, what's going to happen? Enough people are going to complain about something or are going to complain about everything, and then they're going to change a lot of things in the game. That's the problem with a game that has a battle pass or a game that has a live service to it. They're always able to go in and just change it to their discretion or to the discretion of whoever's complaining. And that's another part of it. Gamers have become complainers. Like, bro, we already knew what we was getting into when we first started playing the game. So why now that you realizing later down the line, damn, I'm really not that good at this game? Why is that a problem to you? Change games. Like, it was games that I wasn't good at that I just totally stopped playing. I don't play racing games. I don't play, like, fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter, stuff like that. I ain't good at it. I used to be when I was younger, but my interest level in those games dropped off. So trying to play them now, I would be terrible. I'm not going to sit there and complain, though, and say, oh, the skill gap is too wide. Like, these players shouldn't be able to do this because I can't. Like, that's the bottom line of a lot of gamers' mindset today. They can't do something, so nobody else should be able to do it. Or the fact that they can do it and you can't, oh, they cheating. Or, nah, something ain't right, they sus. It's like, bro, gaming is so weird. Like, a lot of the gamers are pouty little whiners now. Like, you got a lot of players, for example, with Warzone. This will never make sense to me, bro. You have a free downloadable game. Not Call of Duty itself, but just Warzone. It is free to play. You got people that literally go out here and spend money on cheats. You're buying cheats to a free game. If that's not insanity, and if that's not desperation and trying to look like something that you're really not, I don't know what else to call that. But that's a lot of the mindset that these gamers have nowadays. It's the same across any game you want to name. Any game you want to name, it got players like that. That's another thing that's annoying me. Then you got the price points. Again, Helldivers 2, it was what, $40? Why is that type of game blowing up all over social media? Like whatever app you on, you will see Helldivers content somewhere. Why is it a game like that is just taking off? They developers respond to you. They'll write you back on Twitter. They like interact with the community. Why is it a studio that's charging you $40 for a game way more interactive than these big name studios that's charging you $60, $70, $80 for a game? Like, I get it, y'all be busier than these smaller studios, but at the same time, these smaller studios still find the time. I just don't get it. There's no real way for the player to have control no more. Like, they eliminated, literally, if you play these games nowadays, bro, they eliminated the literal skill gaps, like in anything. If you was very, very good in Madden at throwing slants and running stretch runs, bro, now they just got all these things that specifically can help a player stop that. Like you get like I can't really put it into words, like, but it's stuff like that. Like I knew gaming was changing. It's like, bro, it's a complaint, and then there's a swift action right behind it. Like with a lot of things in gaming nowadays, except for the bad things. You ever notice that? When you telling people, yo, these boys are cheating, like, yo, the game ain't supposed to play like this, nothing happens until it's something that affects the store of the game. You go in EA shop or whatever it's called on Madden, if that don't work, best believe in the next 2 minutes an update is rolling through your game and that is back running. Same with Call of Duty. But y'all can't fix y'all bad servers. That's another issue. Almost every game that's online, servers are terrible. Like, y'all got too much money. Y'all making too much money off us, the player, to not have good servers at this point. I don't get that. And it's just, again, everything leads back to these players wanting to be all inclusive. Everybody wants to be all included. Everybody want to be on the same level when there's no such thing as that. If I've been playing the game for 10 years, you've been playing the game for 2 years, how you think we on the same level? I don't care how many hours you put in 2 years. I got 10 years, you have 2. Nowadays, the 2-year player will be right there, neck and neck with the 10-year player. Why? Because of the way the games are, the mechanics are, the way that things are designed nowadays. It's designed to keep everybody here. Like, bro, there's no such thing as that. In the work world, you have managers, you have regular workers, you got, supervisors. Like, why can't gaming have the same structure? Like, leave it where it was. Like, the good players are like your owners of the business. Your next tier is like the store manager or the regional manager, district manager, whatever. Gaming has always had tiers of players. I don't understand why now so many games want everybody on the same level. It's sad. Like, they want this all-inclusive type of, like, environment. I get it. All-inclusive should be the barrier to entry, not the barrier of play, like time played. Like, I shouldn't be playing as long as I be playing, or as long as I have been playing, with a player that's way less time than me, and we're like right here. How are we right there? And don't say skill issue, because I'm not even talking about a game where it's a comparable 1-to-1. Like, oh, he's better than me at this, I'm better than him at that. No, just in general, when we both start playing a game, but I've been playing it for 10 and he's been playing it for 2, at a certain point in time, we will be on the same level. And that's just how all games are nowadays. So, I don't know. It's hard to really say who's good at what, because a lot of these people got all these little background cheats and apps running. So, you really don't know no more. And that's what's killing gaming. The level of uncertainty and just like overall lack of competitiveness between the players of whatever game it is. These players don't want to compete to get good. They'd rather pay their way to the top, cheat to the top, or just complain about the game and then like do enough complaining that they get things changed in their favor. So it's just like, I don't know. Gaming is in a weird spot, and I feel like I said a while ago, all this money that's been dumped into the gaming industry is what's causing these problems, because now these companies want their bread back. And I get that, but I ain't with that. I had nothing to do with y'all putting all this money into gaming, bro. Gamers want simple stuff. We want to blow shit up. We want to run and gun, and we want to just have a good ass time with a good connection. The basics. Y'all going all left, right, front, back, and like y'all doing all of that. These gaming companies, y'all doing all of that. We not asking for, like, and another thing. This is random, but why is motion blur in every game? If in every game that I play, I go right to the settings and turn it off. Like, what is the deal with motion blur? I don't know. That's a random thing. But another thing though, these developers, I think, was the type of players that was garbage. Like, they was like, just bottom of the barrel type players. It seems like a lot of those types of guys found a way and made a pact within themselves to, if I ever get in the game industry, I'm going to make this game like this. It seemed like a lot of these developers nowadays were bad players, and now they are turning the game into what they envisioned it being when they were a player, or what they wanted it to be when they were a player. So it's like a lot of these games now, bro, you can look right at it and see developer handprints all over them. You can tell, like, what the mindset was with some of these features and mechanics. Like, you can definitely just tell. But again, I don't know what else to do in terms of the player besides just play. But yeah, stuff like this, man. Gaming is making too much money, and the money is what's causing, which is weird, but the money is what's causing the lack of quality. Like if it was less money, like with these small developers, Helldivers 2, you see what they do. It took them 9 years to put that second game out though, because the first one was 2015, the second one was this year. But still, 9 years later, and this game took off and blew up bigger than your first one. Call of Duty been out over 20. And all your games since 2018 have been just like how the gaming industry is. They all been on the same tier. They all right here. None of them is better than the next one. So it's like Call of Duty. I don't know what y'all are doing in particular, because that's my main game. It's Call of Duty. Then I play anything and everything else. But yeah, these developers, man, it's like they in over their heads. And also these big companies tie the hands of the developers. So even if they had a great idea, great set of things going, they come in and scrap that. No, this is the new big money thing. Work on this. So I don't know, man. We gonna see where this goes within the next 2-3 years. I ain't gonna stop playing the game. That's my thing. But I just feel like I need to make this video because I be arguing with my friends over stuff in the game, and they like, bro, like it's not that deep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. To me, yes, the hell it is. You don't tell me what's deep. It's deep to me, not to you. We got different psyches. I get mad at whatever I feel like getting mad at. So this is one of them things I'm mad at. But yeah, catch y'all on the next one.